welcome to the very first inaugural maiden voyage of the Hava Poker Night. You're going to hear some background noise while we get everything set up, get our players seated, and you get a little bit of peek into what's happening behind the scenes.
I wish I put 1 or 2 years of first playing.
Oh, nice. I'm going to sit over here. You're going to grab this. I'm going to grab the water.
So tonight you're going to be able to hear about some of the players, you're going to be able to hear about the game, and you're going to be able to hear about the awesome
How much do you smoke
Hava
a day and still live to see another?
What team is people when he was dead?
And if you come
You
on
went to
by, you
X's
might get a
funeral.
chance to have a seat at the poker table. We're going to be having some fantastic prizes.
Table mics off.
Good.
Check, check, 1, 2. We are streaming live. So when you want to bring that on, these back, just turn those back on. And you got to talk like right into it.
Oh, okay.
Perfect.
It's not like anybody's actually listening.
That's true. They're recording it, so that's good.
Yep.
So we're real excited. Can you hear me on? This is
You-
our
you
very
have to be
first
right
show.
in there.
This is cool. This is our very first show. We've been talking about this for almost 3 years, you know? It's almost a 3-year anniversary. And when we first opened, we said we should run a live stream of our poker night. And it's coming to fruition right now. We want to thank Mike for coming out here and putting this all together. Mike's been instrumental, if not key, to the development of the program. She is the development of the program.
I would dare to say that Mike gets MVP.
Yes, and that's good. MVP's good. Oh, man, I think they're setting up right now. We're getting everyone's name and information.
All
on
right,
it.
so tonight we're going to have a certain number of players, and we're still finding out what that number
I'm
is.
pretty sure we're going with 10. It's usually 10. Right now they're signing the waivers. Everyone knows they're going to be on the camera or on screen. They're filling out their forms, so we know who they are, who everybody is, and what their information is.
And we only have a certain bandwidth for people to be able to watch the live stream, so make sure you get your friends and family on as quick as possible before we don't have any more room.
Oh, yeah. We're running out of viewership. We only have a certain number of people that can watch right now. So if you call your friends, they can get in right now. But later on, we don't even know if they'll be able to make it to this.
It's almost sold out.
Yes. It's actually standing room only here in the bar. So if you actually would like to come down to play, we're 1562 Southeast Federal Highway. It's at Hava, and you're always welcome to come down and play, or at least get on the list for being in one of our next tournaments.
Does it cost any money to join the tournament, Eric?
Actually, it does not cost any money. We take blood sample. No, we don't. It's absolutely free. You could join on in. You could go. We get your points. You get listed on the high score list. We may even come up with prizes.
Basically, what's going on here is you're getting some bragging rights, and you're letting the world know what they're coming up against if they do join you at one of the legal gambling sites that we love, such as the Poker Room here in
Port St. Lucie.
Port St. Lucie.
Love it. We actually will have, I don't know if you're allowed to, but I will give a secret prize, a 4-pack of crumble cookies to the winner. So I'm going to get that out for them. So they're all aware of that right now. Johnny, handle it.
The yummy thing about the crumble cookies that we like is that they always have a different selection from day to day, week to week, and there will be other prizes coming up for whoever's really awesome at poker. So hopefully you play your cards right, you bluff those other people, take their chips. What you're seeing right now is some of the paperwork that we have our players fill out. So if you come down, what you're going to be doing is first you're going to be signing a release form and a waiver so that we can go ahead and show your hand and how you choose to play. And then, there's that crumble cookies prize, the 4-pack of cookies. The other thing is we're going to give you a little questionnaire so we can hear a little bit about who you are and make sure that we can share that with the people who are watching. We got Kyle, we got Nikki, we got Matthias, Aria, and Carmine.
We are waiting to get more information to see if prizes are actually given out. So you might not even get a cookie. So no cookie for you.
We're doing everything legally here. Is it Carmine? Is it Aria?
Yep, we got. So let's go through. We got
What do you got?
we got seat 1. We got Kyle. Kyle is
Well, he's this beautiful golden-haired boy with.
You're really hoping that camera's not on, aren't you? No, I'm just kidding. We got his lovely girlfriend. We got Nikki, Carmine, Aria, Matthias. We're going to be filling out the rest of the seats right now. People are lining up to get on in. Carmine lives at 1430. No, I'm just kidding. We just got the info in, so that's
Okay, Carmine's social security number is.
Write this down. We're
Make sure your face is right against the microphone.
let's take a look at the cameras. So
Eric, tell me a little bit about your experience with poker.
I guess we'll do that instead of what I was talking about. So that works. Now, I've been playing poker probably 20, 30 years. Actually, I've been playing a small group of people. We've been playing for that with a group of 7 of us for since what, 1994 probably. So we're going on 30 years. Yeah, 30 years. We did take a year off for COVID. It was our 1-year hiatus, but we came on back. Okay, so in Florida, poker started becoming legal. I don't have the dates. I should look this up. But in the
I'll look it up.
late 1990s, but they had a $10 limit per hand. So it was quarter bets, and it would max out at $10. You couldn't go over $10. The pot was killed at $10. Yep, 1996. See, look, a $10 pot limit. That was the most you could do. Eventually, it rose, and they could do where they could up to a $100 buy-in, and now it's unlimited based on whatever their filings are. So you can have basically any size game in Florida right now at the casino, as long as they've filed for that type of game.
And Eric loves to go to the local poker places here in Martin County and Palm Beach County, and he's a regular there. Usually there definitely there every week, and he uses poker tracker apps. He has poker coaches. So we're going to be very interested to see what he has to say about some of these players here tonight and what his judgment call is.
We'll see how they play. So let's take a look real quick. You can see if you look at the flop cam, right now it says Hava bar, and there's a purple strip, and that's where they're going to put the flop down. If you take a look over here, this is camera 5 and 6. You can see Aria over there on the left. Aria's checking, looking up all of her stats on the phone right now. She's probably wondering what she's going to play. She's memorizing her last-minute tactics to take down this team.
Yeah, you better watch out for Aria.
We've got table 1, 2, seats 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
You can clearly see Kyle and Nikki strategizing there. I'm pretty sure their strategy is slit throats.
Now, this is interesting because I'm not sure it's all figured as the right pictures right there. As you can see in the middle, we've got because that's Kyle there, Nikki, Matthias is over is in seat. I think that's seat 2. And Aria is in seat 1, so we've got to change the numbers, I think, to get that corrected, which we'll do so you guys can see it. I believe that's seat 1 in the far left, that's seat 2 in the upper left, the seat in the middle is 3, and Kyle's in seat 4 up on the right. You want me to go out and just tell them to switch seats? No, I'm just fixing this right now. Dev team, you like the
I like that.
you like the vernacular I'm kind of coming up with?
Robust dev team.
Much better. Oh, okay. There we go.
So every player is going to start with the same number of chips.
That's seat. So Kyle's in seat 2, correct? Yeah. Kyle's in seat 2. Okay. No worries. We have a couple more players coming. I know McConaughey's on his way over here. I think Arden's going to jump on in. So this will be exciting too.
The countdown has begun. So what we're going to be doing tonight is Texas Hold'em, which means that each player is going to get dealt 2 cards face down. Now you at home, you'll be able to see those cards, but each player will not be able to see the other player's cards. Then there's going to be a series of cards that get put face up in the middle of the table that all players can see.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's called. They say it takes a minute to learn and a lifetime to master. What happens is it's a 5-card game. They get 2 cards down and they get 5 community cards. No, because we're not coming close to the mic. Because we have 2 of us. Okay. Yeah, I'll have the headset on. I'll get it. I'll handle it.
Check, check, 1, 2. Check, check, 1, 2. Check, 1, 2. Check, check, 1, 2. Check, 1, 2. Check, check, 1, 2.
Annie, if you're watching this, shout out to you.
I don't think they can hear us yet.
No, we can, but you're just very soft. I just heard it.
Do you not have a delay on your phone?
No, I do.
Yes.
Yeah, half a second.
It's like 30 seconds. My delay is like 30 seconds.
So is mine, okay.
Yeah, but how's our
Check, 1, 2. Check, check, 1, 2.
He's static.
Check, 1, 2. Check, check, 1, 2.
Like yell static when they hear me.
That would do it.
Static.
Johnny, can you hear me? Perfect.
Static!
static?
See, dude, your delay is way longer than mine.
Yeah,
You
yours
see the
is
players
not
starting to
30
fill out the
seconds.
forms right
It's
now.
still
Let's getting
staticky.
back to so
Yeah.
Oh well.
That's what it's going to be.
Well,
So poker's a 5-player game. I'm sorry, it's a 5-card game. You get 7 cards. You're dealt 2 and 5 community cards. They come out 3 on the flop. The next is get 1 card, and then the last one, the river, it comes out. And what happens is you make the best 5-card hand between those 7 cards. The one with the highest hand wins if you're still in the game. So when a player places a bet, you have a choice at that point. The next player can call that bet, means they match it. They could fold and basically not play, or they could raise it and make it more money, and everybody else has to match that. So if you think you have a chance of getting the best hand, you'd want to match it, or maybe even raise it. If not, you're going to just you call or you fold and get out and live to fight yet another day.
And us here behind the scenes, we're going to be keeping an eye on what kind of players have what kind of tells, and then we're going to tell you what we see and see if you can catch their tells when they're bluffing. Now, let's learn a little bit about the players tonight. So, first of all, like we were saying earlier, you wanna
Starting,
wait?
no, I got you. Starting in seat 1, we got Kyle.
King Nip.
He goes by King Nip. He does. He goes by King Nip. You can tell he's got a pierced nipple.
His hometown is Broward, and he's the manager of a smoke shop.
Now, interesting, his home. That's his home. It's usually a county. Broward's considered a county. He doesn't know the definition of town, but that's okay. We're gonna get there. We'll get there.
And he's been playing poker for 1 to 2 years now, but his most notable achievement in life is putting Mitt on tilt. He put Mitt on tilt, and let me tell you something. Mitt was on tilt for like 3 years. It was heinous. He couldn't handle a poker hand to save
He
his
went home
life.
crying basically every single day. You could tell.
Yeah, Mitt decided he was going to swear off poker. He started wearing skirts, and well, the skirts had nothing to do with him
And
being on a tilt.
As a disclaimer, if he does listen to this, we're just kidding. But if not, we are very, very serious. Right?
Now, King Nip's hobbies and interests outside of poker are sports cards and memorabilia. So if you want to come down here and show him some support, you're going to want to bring him some presents that are sports cards or memorabilia.
He's really into cards, but he's into the modern cards. He collects baseball cards, basketball cards, football cards. He's got the little graded ones. They're in the sleeve. You can go. He's got the signatures on them. Or it's really nice. He really knows what he's doing in that. He actually makes money. I guess he buys low and sells high. That's what he does with those little cards. It's unbelievable. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. Now, if you want to follow him on social media, his handle on Snapchat and Instagram is BRXWARD.954. That's Bravo Romeo X-Ray Whiskey Alpha Romeo Delta .954.
Nice. Look at that. You did it like a pro. You really did. I'd be like B as in boy, R as in Roy.
Yeah, some of us like to know the phonetic alphabet. So let's move on to the next player.
Let's go to seat 2. Let's start back over. You did Kyle, who just moved over to seat 2. We've got Aria, and I'm not sure. I think Aria's going to seat 1.
Yeah, okay, so Aria's hometown is Bloomington, Illinois, and she's actually a caregiver when she's not taking everyone's poker chips.
Yeah, she lives with her she lives at she takes care of her grandmother at home. It's really nice. She makes sure she's there every day and is taking care for it. It's a really loving person who cares for her grandma.
Now, she's been actually playing poker, I mean, off and on for 11 years because technically when they had the poker, what was that poker thing on the Xbox years ago? It was like the Poker City or Poker.
I'm not quite sure, but
Well, they had it on Xbox, and that's when she started playing. It was like a famous thing.
she wrote. We asked her what her notable achievement was. She wrote.
She's still alive.
Now,
That
if you know her, you wouldn't be surprised about this.
you would be like, that is very notable.
I'm very shocked. That's actually a shocking revelation from Aria.
And her hobbies and interests outside of poker include crocheting. I mean, we're talking this chick can move a mean crochet hook. So watch out because you could be wearing a sweater, a scarf, or even a blanket before you even know
She
it.
hooks with the best of them. She hooks with the best of them. Oh, I hope no one hears this.
And if you want to follow her on social media, her handle on Insta and Snapchat is TweetyBird22016. That's Tweety, Tweety, Bird 22016. Tango, Whiskey, Echo, Echo, Tango, Yankee, Bravo, India, Romeo, Delta 22016. And her handle on X, which is, formerly Twitter, is Aria FB Jail. So that's Alpha Romeo, India, Alpha Foxtrot, Bravo, Juliet, Alpha, India, Lima. Yeah. Sitting next to King Nip is Nikki. Now, her hometown is Palm City, and her occupation is a kava tender when she's not flipping those cards and taking everybody's chips. She's been playing poker for quite a while. She plays with her family. And her most notable achievement so far is her first fire gig and putting Adam on tilt. So she spins fire. She did that recently. That's what you can come and see at Flow Night every Thursday night here at Hava. We have people spinning fire. We have juggling. Sometimes we have slack lines. Sometimes we have pole dancing. It's a grand old time. Sometimes there's toys. And so you might be able to catch Nikki out there spinning fire at some point if you come by. And you might be able to watch her put Adam on tilt at this very table one of these days because, Adam wishes he could go up against Nikki. So, of course, her hobbies, her interests outside of poker are fire spinning. And if you want to follow her, her social media handles on Instagram are Nikki_Phillips. That's Niagara, India, Kilo, India _ Papa, Hotel, India, Lima, India, Papa, Sierra _ And on TikTok, it's Nikki Teen. Now,
Nikki Teen, nice. As in Nikki Teen. Nikki Teen. Get it? Nikki
Yeah,
Teen?
I like it.
Did I just cut you off?
No.
Good.
I was going to say it doesn't mean she's a teenager.
No,
she
she's-
might be a teenager.
I don't think she is a teenager. She actually works at the Kava bar, so yeah, that's it's nice. By the way, you'll notice a lot of these people that are on the stream tonight are part of the Flow Night here every Thursday night, where a lot of them they learn how to do spin, juggle, spin poi, and now they're spinning fire. So they've got poi, which are those little balls on a string, and they sometimes use LED lights, but right now they're using it, or after 10 p.m. they put them on fire. We got Noah in the back. He's the bartender all afternoon. He does the fire sticks. He does the staff. He's a staff. He takes the staff, he lights each end, and spins it around like a wild man. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, I have forward to that. Okay, Carmine.
Okay, well, we've got Carmine, seat 4. You can see him right there. He's biting his nails.
Carmine's
He's
got
a
the
little
Apple
nervous about
Watch. He's got the mighty facial hair going on.
He's got the card shirt.
He's got the shirt with cards on it because this guy knows how to dress for a poker tournament. So everybody watch out. His hometown is Port St. Lucie, the Pizzle, and he's nursing and in nursing school. He just does a lot of nursing.
No, he's in school right now. If you come by Hava during the day, he's usually studying on his computer. You can see him over on the side. He'll probably sign autographs if you ask him nicely. So walk on over, poke him on the shoulder, and say you want to meet him. You saw him on the live stream.
And if you don't ask him nicely, he might practice his phlebotomy on you, so be careful. Now, he has been playing poker since today. So, it's going on, almost started playing poker.
I like that. Very nice. Yeah, he's the first 200. What is it?
He's the first person in his family to graduate college. That's his notable achievement
Is
in
that
life.
what that means?
Yeah, see, his name's Carmine Zolo.
Oh, the
But I'm
first
not saying
Zoe.
the last
It's
name.
first. Oh, gotcha. I was like, what is this? What does that mean? I didn't understand because it was his last name, and I've never heard it before. So there you go. He likes playing pool. He likes going bowling, and he likes learning. He likes going to school.
Yeah, this guy's a huge nerd bag. We love it.
That's your style.
Oh, I'm into nerds. I'm super into nerds.
She is into nerds. Her number is. If you're a big nerd, come on down.
If you want to follow him on social media, his TikTok handle is solo_Zolo. That's Sierra Oscar Lima Oscar _ Zebra Oscar Lima Lima Oscar. Solo_Zolo. ZOLLO.
But let's not tell everybody his last name because that would be confusing to people and they wouldn't want to know. Zolo. What's it? Solo Zolo. Because
He's alone all the time.
Oh, look at that. We got a couple of new players out there. I can see Ellie joined. We've got Arden jumping in and an elbow right on the side over there.
That's Matthias.
Yeah, so we got, they're not in the right seats right.
Dealing's happening. All right, every player's
Who
getting
is
their first card.
dealing?
Now everybody has their second card.
Who is dealing?
I don't know. Ooh, you can see what's going on. You can see who has what. Make sure they're not listening. I'm just going to check and make sure none of the players are listening before I start discussing what they should be doing with their hands there. You can see everybody's starting out at 1,500 except for Aria and Matthias. They're starting out at 1,490 and 1,495 respectively. Arden is in the yellow shirt, and his hometown is Atlanta, Georgia. His occupation is a graphic designer. He's been playing poker for 1 year, and his hobbies and interests outside of poker is a comedian and screenwriter.
Okay. So we started the action over here.
So we can see Arden, Ellie, Nikki, and Carmine are still in.
Okay, so just so we're clear on this, it's going to the flop cam. Let me hit this. We got 8. We got 8 and 2 10s, as you can see by the charts over here. Carmine's got a straight draw. He's got a 29% chance to win now. It's a delay if it is. Nikki's got 2 overcards. She's got a 51% chance to win, and Arden has an ace and doesn't care. He's going for it anyways. That's nice. We hit the jack. Carmine hit the top pair, but Nikki has a higher kicker. So Carmine's got a shot to hit the straight, but Nikki's got the highest card.
Because you got 2 10s out there.
Well, yeah. So they both have 2 pairs. Both have pair of jacks, a pair of 10s. Nikki has an ace kicker. Carmine has a 9 kicker. However, you could see up at the top any of those cards that come out, and it didn't come out because it flipped it faster than we got to it. Nikki is 100% ahead, and they're showing their chips and they're playing off. Nikki gets the pot. Carmine, he's down to 1365. Nikki's in the lead right now at 1745, 1,745 chips. We've got Joaquin, Kyle, McConney. They haven't even played a hand yet. Let's see what happens. All right, we're off. They're dealing the cards right now. Now,
The call is to Ellie.
they're dealing the cards right now. So what's going to happen, we got the blinds out there. And keep in mind, it's going around. These are flipped. Not that that matters, but that's why Ellie's there. And okay. So let's see what we got. The cards are dealt. Let's see if anyone has a particularly great hand. Ellie's looking at her cards right now. It's
Okay, I mean, it kind of looks to me like, Arden's got something and Nikki's got something. What do you think? Because an ace high is a really hard hand to play, actually, right?
well, yeah, and they both have low kickers. Nikki and Carmine, they're calling with an ace high, but their kickers are pretty low. So, Carmine, let's see. I'm having trouble following the thing. So it's Aria's turn, Matthias's turn, and Arden folded. Okay, we got this.
Okay, so Nikki, Kyle,
Ellie
and
calls.
are
So we've got Nikki, Kyle, and Ellie. Nikki's got an ace high. Kyle's got queen jack and Ellie's going for a 6-4. Now you could see that Kyle caught top pair, Ellie caught bottom pair. And Nikki folds. Kyle, Ellie caught trip sixes. So Ellie's way ahead. Oh, she didn't. They gave me the wrong card. That's a 7. She folded over the card reader, and so it picked up the 6.
Oh, that's what happened. Because, yeah, I was like, I saw 3 too. Okay, so that explains it. So it's down to Kyle and Ellie. She's out.
Okay, sometimes a little janky,
Okay, so
but we got
Kyle
this.
had a pair of queens. She had a pair of sixes.
Yeah, that worked out. Sorry, we
What
misread
would
it.
you have done differently?
It's a little harder than I thought it originally would be. That's okay.
It's moved so fast, and
Yeah.
it's not in the right order.
And it's a little confusing because, okay, this is that seat 10, 9, 8 is over there. Arden's over here. See, this is flipped, and the other one's flipped.
Yeah,
The other one's normal, and this one's flipped,
yeah.
which makes it really confusing to call because you can see it go. The cards are going out there now.
How come it's not going to like showing Matthias at all? Like he's not even on the screen. But I thought that was his arm right there. He is. Matthias.
Yeah, I flipped it down so we could see what's going on. Let's go to auto control and see if it goes back over there. Okay, now it's changing. Now it's flipping around so we can actually see what's going on in the game. I don't know, for some reason before it wasn't. It's Arden's turn. Arden decides he's going to fold. Ellie's looking at her chips. Ellie decides to call with an ace-8. And off we go to the flop. So we've got 4 callers, and we're off the flop. Now, Kyle, ace-5 suited is often a raise, but let's see what happens. We've got a queen, a 9, and an 8. Matthias has top pair. Aria has second pair. Ellie's got third pair. Kyle's got a backdoor flush draw, which pretty much is no good. So let's see what happens. It's Ellie's turn, and Ellie says, I've got bottom pair. I'm betting. Kyle decides he's not has no chance. He folds. Aria's got second pair and decides she's going to go for it. And Matthias is thinking about it because he realizes like 6 is a bad kicker. He's $30 for him to call, but he's looking at his cards one more time, and he can't fold top pair. He calls. The turn's a 3, which really is a blank. It doesn't help any of them. It doesn't bring in any backdoor draws or anything. The river's a 3. You're going to hear 3 checks probably. Matthias is going to take it down. Watch this. Oh, Ellie's going to get a stab at it. Ellie puts $100 in. Aria folds. Matthias is thinking about it. You can see his brain ticking, and Matthias is like, well, I got top pair, and he's going to make a crying call. It's called a crying call. He throws it in. Ellie shows that she had a bottom pair. Turned it into a bluff. Oh, he raised it. Yeah, I should watch the charts. Good call, Johnny. All right, let's try it again. Matthias jumps in first place right now. It's 1,740 chips. Kyle's in last place with 1,220 chips. They're shuffling up, and they get deal in the next round. They're discussing the last hand. I think they're making fun of Ellie for taking a stab at it. I think that was a good move. I think she didn't bet enough. So Matthias realized with that small bet that she didn't have very much, and he's got his top pair is probably good. He went for it and won.
Pushed her out.
All right, the cards are getting dealt right now. We can see what everybody has. It's Joaquin's turn, and let's see what happens. Joaquin's got ace king. He raised to $50.
It's up to
Kyle,
$50
yep.
if he wants to call.
Kyle folds. Nikki calls. Aria's got king queen suited. 3 bets to 150.
Matthias folds.
It's Ellie's turn. Ellie's got ace-9 suited. Let's see if she takes it. She's going to at least call it. See if she calls her aces. She calls 145. Joaquin, 4 bets to 300 with the ace-king. Nice. Nikki folds. Now it's the 3 of them. Ellie's got ace-9 suited. Joaquin with ace-king, and Aria with king-queen suited. But they don't
We
know.
have 2 possible flushes coming up.
And,
Nope.
and both flushes would be in the same suit, which makes it neat. Now, Ellie's got the straight draw. Everybody else completely missed. Let's see what happens. Ellie picked up the straight. Ellie picks up the straight. It's her turn. Oh, Ellie chalked. Oh.
Now, what should she do? I would think that she would put in a bet,
At some
right?
point, she's going to have to bet, or she's not going to make any money. She's clearly the winner, and nobody else could call. And there's just no reason for anyone to call. They got nothing. She takes the pot down. $1,360, biggest pot of the night so far for Ellie. All right.
You think you can beat Ellie? You come on down here, because right now she's doing better than everybody else. So I don't think you have much of a chance against her.
All right, they're shuffling up for the next round.
Okay, here comes the deal. Kyle's opening. $10 to call. We got a lot of hearts showing.
All right, so you got Nikki with Ace King suited. She makes it 10. It's up there. Nikki raises to 50. Carmine drops out. Aria's going to probably drop out. Matthias got a 3-2. He's going to fold. Arden's out. Ellie's out. McConaughey's. I bet you he's a little sticky. McConaughey's going to stay in this. 45. McConaughey to call him. McConaughey. He folds, and Joaquin 5-6 suited makes the call. Now, what's interesting is they both have hearts. If hearts comes up, this could be a really interesting thing.
Okay, we got a pair on the board.
Joaquin's got a pair, but Nikki's still got Ace King on top. It's really worth nothing. But let's see how she does.
That's the tricky thing with an ace king. It feels like you got some high cards. It feels like you could do something. And then, oh my goodness, we have three of a kind trip jacks on the flop.
So what's neat about trip jacks, if you have a 6 or 9, you have a full house. If you have a pair in your hand, you have a full house. Neither of them have anything.
She has a 6.
She's got a full house. Joaquin has a 6. He's got a full house. And Nikki is out.
And there you go. That's why ace king is not always a great hand.
So you'll run the commentary between the hands, I think, and if you want, and who's in charge of the leaderboard.
So we got Ellie in first place. Matthias coming in pretty close. We got McConaughey and Joaquin, Nikki all tied up there.
The dealer's got the card shuffled, and here they go out.
Matthias, is a player whose hometown is West Orange, New Jersey. His occupation is content creator, and let's see what's happening now in the game.
Well, the cards are dealt. They're hitting the readers. We're going to find out what they have in just a second. Let's see if anyone has anything spectacular. Aria's got a pair, so that's something. It's on Nikki right now, and Nikki's got 10-7 suited, makes the call. Carmine makes the call 5-3 suited. Aria's got 25 to call. I bet she raises to 75. Matthias folds. Ellie's got a pair of 7. She makes the call. McConaughey's going to 3-bet to 300.
Ooh, with that ace king, thinking he has something, trying to get these players with the low pairs out.
Joaquin makes the call. Kyle folds. Nikki makes the call with 10-7 suited. Carmine folds. Aria calls. Ellie calls. And we're off to the flop. Let's see what happens right here.
Where's the size of the pot?
So it's right over there. Pot's already $1,500. We've got 8 Jack 5. It's a monotone board. McConaughey's got a shot with the highest spade. So if a spade comes, McConaughey wins. He shoves, he goes all in. It's going to toss anyone else all of their chips to call. No one really has anything, so he's going to probably take the pot down.
Oh, Ellie's digging her heels in.
Ellie's,
Nope, she folded.
Yeah. She was thinking about there's nothing she could do. McConaughey
And
had that.
McConaughey takes the giant pot and moves into first place, well above everybody else with 2,735 in chips.
It turns out Ellie was way ahead that hand, but she just didn't know. You know what I'm saying?
She threw it all away.
Yeah, I mean, she was forced to, because if he could have had spades, he could have had a pair, he could have any of those things. The key is he didn't. And McConaughey knows better, so what he wanted to do is he bluffed with a bunch of outs. Any spade that comes, he would have been the winner. So, or an ace or a king. So he had a lot of outs. So
Basically what we're saying is, in your face, Ellie.
yeah, suck it up, girl. Here we go. Well, this is going to be an interesting one. We got Carmine. He's got 10-3. He folds.
Kyle's got a pair.
He does, doesn't he? Aria makes the call. Matthias, he's not going to call king 2. Is he going to call king 2? He's thinking about it. He puts the chips out there. Arden dumps it. Ellie dumps it.
To 75.
Okay. Oh, didn't even notice that. That's not poker up, not game theory optimal. Kyle's going to make the call for sure.
McConaughey's out.
Nikki calls. Carmine with a 10-3 suited is going to toss his cards in. And Aria makes the call with king 7 suited. Let's see what the flop brings us. Ooh, this is really interesting. Says we've got a jack. Joaquin's got top pair, but Aria's got a flush draw. Kyle has a under pair to the jack, so he loses to anyone who has a jack. And whose turn is it? Matthias takes the betting lead with a king 2, and
Now he came out hard in the beginning. Is he gonna keep pushing?
Is he going to run the bluff? That's a good question. He decides
Oh, he folded.
he's not going to. Joaquin makes the bet, $200. He calls. Kyle decides. Kyle makes the call, hoping he catches a 9, and Nikki raises the 200 with her straight draw. Oh, a pair of 5s out there. Nikki, a pair of 3s out there. It changed.
Oh, it was a mistake.
It changed. We have to wait a second.
We
I gotta wait
do.
a second
I
before I,
thought I
jump
saw
the
a pair
gun.
of 5s too.
It did. It came through there. It looked like on our screen like a pair of 5s for a second. Let's see. We got who we on. Kyle's got the pair of 9s, and
Yes, so
he has the option. He's thinking about it.
He's got 2 pair. Joaquin's got a jack pair.
So Kyle's thinking. Oh, Kyle takes a second. And he checks. Okay, Nikki's next, and Nikki goes all in with her pair of 5s. So Aria's got the flush draw, and Joaquin's got the pair of jacks. So it's on Joaquin, who also goes all in. She's not betting Joaquin out. He's never folded a hand in his life.
Kyle's out.
Kyle folds. What
With
did Aria?
2
Did
pair.
Aria?
With
Did Aria
2
call?
pair. He folded.
Yeah, but he didn't have top pair. So at jack he loses to a jack. So yeah, he was behind, and it was a good fold on Kyle's part.
So even if they only have 1, if he has 2,
Joaquin has 1. Joaquin has 2.
he has 2.
Joaquin has king, jack,
'cause of the
jack,
threes.
3,
Duh, duh,
3.
duh, duh, duh. I'm an idiot. Some of us are still learning over here.
Oh, and
Give it a sec,
wait.
give it a sec.
Wait.
Where'd the other 3 go? Something's wrong.
The flop just changed to a 5 of clubs. If it's a 5 of clubs, Nikki is way ahead. Okay, so so our flop went from a 3 to a 5. That being the turn rather came to a 5. Now all of a sudden that changes everything. Nikki's go way ahead. She's got a 77% chance to win. It was a misread for a second. It got fixed. And the river's an 8, which missed all the flush draws, missed all the straight draws, missed. Nikki is ahead. She is the winner. There's a couple people with more chips, which is why it's not out just yet, or we'd be seeing her scoop up the pot right now. So Nikki,
All in at 645 in chips.
Nikki finishes up going with the rest of her chips, which we knew was going to happen. Joaquin's going to definitely make the call. I've seen this a billion times. He does. He loses. Nikki takes a chip. Joaquin takes a sit on the bench.
That's a $3,290 pot. Well, in chips, anyways.
So she wins $3,290. I bet she puts her in the chip lead.
Bam! Watch out, McConney. Nikki just pulled straight ahead. Now Ellie's still in third, so we'll see what happens next.
Yeah, I said Joaquin's out, but he actually has less than 1 big blind left. He's got 1 big blind left. We're gonna see how. We're gonna see how he does. I think he might have just rebought, which is nothing because it's a free
How
tournament.
did they decide if it's re-upping? They just give it to him?
Yeah, especially in the free tournament the first time while we're
well,
practicing.
Yeah, I know, but because we're practicing, we're not going to narrow it down. The fun thing about the free tournament is if you run out of chips, they just hand you some more.
Let me check. I gotta check my
Okay, it comes out. It's to Aria, 25 to call. She does. Matthias folds. Arden has a chance to call. He's got that ace high, so he's thinking about it. Ellie's out. Not interested with the jack. And McConney's out with only a 4-2. Joaquin has to put in 75. He says no. He's got a 10-6. Forget it. Kyle's raising it to 200. He's like, come on and play. And Carmine says, I am out. Forget that. Matthias says, I'll be right back. I got to take a breather. And that's it. Kyle takes the hand. We don't even get to the flop. Oh, this says Arden is in. Okay. We got Kyle and Arden. So far, Kyle has a high pair. Arden's got nothing. Arden has a higher pair now. We got that king that came out. Arden bets. He's trying to drive Kyle out. That's the correct move. And Kyle folds. Arden takes the hand. Good job, buddy. Look at that smile. Arden's moving up into fourth place. We still got Nikki in the lead, followed by McConaughey, Ellie, and now Arden. Okay, next hand coming out. We got a couple queens showing already. Arden's coming with a pair of tens. He might have another chance. And he's got 25 to call. He raises it to 75. Ellie folds. King 3's not doing it for her. McConaughey's got a chance. He's a 7-5. Is he going to go for it? No way. He's out. That's worthless. Joaquin's got that Jack 5. Has no faith in it. He's out. Kyle calls the 75 with a Jack 10. Now we got Nikki. She folds even with an ace high. She knows that those aces are tricky to play. Carmine's got a call at 310 if he wants to stay in. He does have that queen. Matthias and Aria dividing up their chips there, taking on what's trying to figure out what's going on. And now we're down to Carmine, Arden, and Kyle. Kyle's all in at 320. He's got nothing else he can do. Here comes the flop. We got a 4, a 2, and a 2. So now Arden has two pairs with the option. He says, yeah, let's do it. He bets 300. Carmine has to put in 300 to call. Kyle's already all in. There's nothing he can do. Carmine says, yeah, I'm going to go for it. He wants to see that other card. Ooh, we got 3 2s there. That gives Arden a full house. Carmine bets 500. Arden goes all in, knowing he's got that full house. Carmine doesn't care.
Let me jump
He's
on in.
trying to get in too.
I have people on Twitch trying to get on in, and Dan actually, but somehow it's not registering or something, or at least for Dan it's
And
not.
Arden takes it and pulls into first place with 3,495 in chips. What? Did not see that coming. Look at that smile on that guy's face. Nobody told him he's supposed to have a poker face.
Nice. Next one. Here we go. Arden's. Oh, okay, you're gonna go. Okay. Yay! Thanks for doing something.
So McConaughey's occupation is an entrepreneur and card shark. His hometown is Vegas, duh. And he's been playing poker for just under a year. His most notable achievement in life is being a college graduate as well as a married man. Congratulations on getting someone to accept you, McConaughey. His hobbies and interests outside of poker are DJing, Legos, Hava, cars, the beach, and being home with his lovely spouse. And his social media handle, if you want to follow him, is it a J? Oh, DJ.AI. Is that an I? Algorithm, maybe? ALJORHYTHM. And it at MK.
It's algorithm, but it's a. Okay, so it's
Is that
DJ.
a J?
It's DJ algorithm, and it's A
That's
one.
not a G. That is
it's
a
a
G.
G.
It's a T.
G O R Y T H
Algorithm, but with the RH.
algorithm.
Okay, we got another hand being dealt.
Let me hit it. If you don't, is it okay?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Cards are out. They're looking at it. We're gonna see what they got. Oh, Aria's got King Queen suited. That's a pretty nice starting hand. Ellie's got 9-6 of the same suit. Matthias is suited. Let's see what happens. It's on Matthias. Sorry, I do that every time. I try and change it. Arden's in. Ellie's in.
She calls.
McConaughey folds. Joaquin takes a second, and he doesn't. He folds.
Good. So 7-3, buddy.
Kyle's out. Aria, of course, is going to call. I'm surprised she might not have raised. Matthias is out, and Arden makes the call. Let's see what happens here. They're scooping up the chips. They're putting in the middle of the pot, and the flop comes out. King 6-2. Aria, big lead, 71% chance to win. King, pair of kings on top.
But Ellie might feel like she's got a chance because she's got that pair.
She's got the second pair. So let's see. Aria goes all in for 160. Ellie makes the call. Arden makes the call. And Arden folds. It says he makes the call. He folds. It comes out the ace, 9. Arden would have won. Oh, no. Two pair. Aria had two pair. She would have snagged it. Did any of them have a heart? Because there's 4 hearts out there. That's called a 4. There's 4 hearts on the board. That's a one-liner to a heart. Nikki's still in first place.
I gotta go.
Am I taking over too much? Am I talking too much?
No, you're doing great because you're way better at that. See ya, suckers.
Johnny's out of here, and now it's going to be all Eric all the time. We're going to take a 30-second break over on the commentary so you can watch what's going on, and see you soon. Tell Karen to say goodbye. Make sure you take her keys. And we are back. Okay, let's see what's going on right now. It looks like Arden picked up a decent sized pot, and now here we go. They're shuffling up the cards. It's going to be real fun for the next few seconds while he makes an amazing shuffle. Well, let's see what's going on over here. We've got the cards are being dealt right now. They're taking a second. They're looking at the cards. They're preparing their bets, and it's on McConney. McConney's got 6-3 suited. What's he going to do? Yeah, McConney folds. But Joaquin, ace-5. Joaquin's not folding an ace, that's for sure. Kyle folds his ace-6. Nikki folds her ace-8. Aria folds jack-3. Matthias has a queen-7, dumps out. Arden's out. Ellie's out. Joaquin picks up the pot with an ace-high. Ace-high, easy, $325 for Joaquin. Not too shabby for basically having, an ace? It turns out that I guess Ellie did make the call. She did make the call after all. So Joaquin's got an ace-5, and Ellie's cards are not reading at the moment. So we're playing blind. So let's see. Joaquin's got a flush draw. I'm sorry. He's got a straight draw. We got a one-liner to a 3. A 9 comes on out. I think Joaquin's winning. It would help if I knew Ellie's cards. And she folds. Easy peasy for Joaquin. Arden's in the lead. Arden is in the lead, 3,860 points. Aria last place, 980 points. Joaquin right in the middle of 1,500, and they're shuffling one more round. Yep. Yes.
There's no audio. You're not speaking.
I hear me.
Check, check, 1, 2. Checking 1 2.
Maybe I have the wrong one. Hava free poker.
Hava. You're spelling it wrong. Have. Hava.
My buddy put it. I bet it did on my. I bet it changes Hava to have. That's it.
Yeah, have. All right, here you go. Put your headphones back on. Good. Now we're streaming. You haven't used the room audio once yet, by the way.
Oh, Johnny was here and she turned it down. I'll check. I'll check it.
Yeah. So put your headphones back on because we're going to continue the game. And you can keep
Gotcha.
announcing, so you're good.
All right, here we go. Let me get. I'm actually logging in online right now so I can see what's going on the Twitch stream. For those of you who are on another site, it's twitch.tv/HavaFreePoker.com. And you can see us live. There we go. Nice. All right, let's see what we got over here. So I'm going to jump back in. We'll hear a play-by-play as we speak. It is. I'm not quite sure who's got the flop's out. Let's see what's going on. McConaughey's in the lead right now. He's got a pair of nines. It's on him, and McConaughey. It's his option to make the bet, and McConaughey's thinking about it. He's pulling his chips and bets 175. Joaquin with 2 overcards decides he's going to make the call. Matthias also makes the call with 2 overcards, and Ellie is thinking about it with absolutely nothing in her hand. 1 overcard, which she would lose to, and an undercard, which she would lose to. She does make the fold, which is probably the correct call. We've got McConaughey's in a huge, huge lead right now. The turn comes out. The turn comes out a 6. It's 3 hearts on the board. Joaquin's got an overpair. Joaquin's got the highest heart out there. McConaughey makes the call. Other than the heart, Joaquin's got nothing. It's he does make the call. Raises to 500. McConaughey folds. Joaquin had the best hand. McConaughey got out of there. Arden's still in the lead. Got Nikki in second place with 3,000. McConaughey in third place. Joaquin coming back alive with 2,050 chips. Kyle is broken even for the night so far. That's not too bad. This could be a lot worse. I've seen him do worse, that's for sure. Right? So here we go. They're shuffling up one more time. While we do that, guys, we've got Hava free poker every Sunday night, 8 p.m. You can come on in. You can join us on the live stream. McConaughey's got, McConaughey with King 10 suited. It's on Kyle, though. Kyle folds his queen. Nikki's got a pair. She calls a 50. Aria, it's on her. Actually, Nikki raised to 150. Aria gets out of the way. Matthias calls. Arden calls. Ellie folds. McConaughey with a King 10 suited. He elects to make the call. Be back in a moment. We are back. I got to call the Book of Magic show. So, yeah, what are you going to do, right? Got to take a second and book those things. So, that's the life. Oh, it looks like Joaquin took him in the pot. I missed that, but let's see. In a second, we'll see who's in what place. But in the meantime, they're shuffling up the cards. They're clearing it out so they could do another round. I can see that, again, Joaquin took the place. Let me see if I have Joaquin's information right over here. I'll give you a little bit of information about him. And we have absolutely none. We can live with that. No information on Joaquin. I think that's McConney on the dealer as well. Let's find out. I'm not quite sure. That'll be a fun thing. Let's take a look at what's going on over here on the turn. It looks like they've got the cards ready to go out for one more round. Joaquin's got so many chips, he doesn't even stack them up yet. He's working on the chip stack. Nice, very nice. There you go, Joaquin. Check, check, check. Okay, just making sure my microphone's on. I can hear me. The cards are getting dealt. Here we go. Nikki's on the Joaquin small blind. Kyle's big blind. Blinds are 25.50 at the moment, and it's on Nikki, who with an 8-5 decides to fold. Aria's got an ace high, but she folds. Mattia's also out. Arden's got a jack 10. He says, "What the heck? I'll make the call." McConney's out of there with with his 3-2, and Joaquin back to Joaquin, who of course will never fold. So Joaquin's going to make the call. You'll see this in just a second over here. 3, 2, 1, and is lining him up. He's still counting his chips from the last round and throws it in unbelievably. We're really shocked. Kyle's got a 9-6. He's out of there. Here it goes. And we are to the flop right here, and the flop is a 10-2 and an 8 off, all three offsuit, so it doesn't really matter. Well, I think now that he's not showing the cards, but Arden is ahead at the moment. He's got the jack 10. We can't see Arden's cards, but it is. Oh, there it is, jack 10. Arden makes the bet. Joaquin folds. Arden takes in another pot. And let's check the leaderboard for just a moment. It's going to pop up here. Nikki still in first place with 7,000 chips. Joaquin in second. Arden in third, but is making a little run towards it right now. McConney, Kyle, Ellie, Matthias, all right in the middle. And Aria last place with 980 chips. Not too bad. Arden picked up it. Arden's a graphic designer. He works at one of the local schools. He handles all the graphics works. As a matter of fact, he does all the graphic works for Hava Bar right over here, which is pretty nice. Oh, it looks like the cards are out. 25.50 is the wager. And my text message is going off. So here we go. All right, we got Kyle is about to call $450, which Joaquin bet with, of course, is 7-2 off. Nikki makes the call. Aria is thinking about it. Pair of sixes. She's like, I don't know if I can beat the 7-2. Of course, she doesn't know it's a 7-2. By the way, I mentioned it's 25.50. It's actually 50, 100 now. The small blind is 50. The big blind is 100. And Joaquin's got a 7-2 offsuit. They say that's actually the worst hand in poker. I'm not sure they say it actually is. You can see right now. Nikki's got a pair of kings, a top pair. Ari's got a pair of sixes. Joaquin with a 7-2 off. It's on Nikki right now. She's going to make a bet. She's looking at her chips as we speak. She takes a stack in her hand, and she tosses. Let's see how much she throws into the pot. Okay, now that we're looking at it, that was an error on the printout. She does not have top pair. It's a 3-4 and a jack. Nikki makes, nope, it's a 4 jack and a king. Even better. She is in first place. She makes the continuation bet for 100. Aria's out. Let's see if Joaquin keeps on the line and either raises with the bluff or folds. What do you think he's going to do? He goes for the raise. Nikki with top pair. It's going to be tough to put her out of this. She's looking to make a call and makes the call. So she's counting out her chips right now. It's 200 more to call. She puts it in the pot. The pot's over $2,000. The winner of this hand will be the winner. I don't think Joaquin realizes Nikki's now turned the top 2 pair. So she looks at her chips, and she shoves them all in. Joaquin has no choice but to fold here. Although I've seen him play before, where sometimes he doesn't, but I think that in every part of reality right now, he's going to fold. I don't know why he's letting her count the chips out. Joaquin needs to toss his cards in, and we need to get to the next hand. She's got 6,000 chips in the pot. Joaquin's in second place. He dumps it out. He laughs. He probably told everyone he had a 7-2 off, and it was a big laugh as Nikki takes the first place lead for 9,000 points. Joaquin is still in second by some stretch of miracle. He's got 24%. He's got 24% of the chips, so hey, must be something out there. Who knows, right? She's counting the chips. We got the dealer shuffling the deal, and we're on to the next round. Now, Nikki is actually a kava tender. She doesn't work at this particular kava bar, but she's a big member of the kava community. I don't know if you guys have ever had kava. If not, you're missing out. Come on down. We're at Hava Kava every Sunday night. You can not only play poker, but you could learn how to play poker. You can get on the poker stream right now. You could be one of those people on the other side of the camera instead of the one you're looking at the moment. The cards are dealt, and it is Matthias's turn. Matthias decides he's going to fold the 5-2. Arden's got ace queen suited. How big is he going to make it? Arden raises it to 300. McConney makes the call with ace 10 off. Joaquin. Oh, McConney goes all in with his ace 10. McConney goes all in with his ace 10. I didn't see that. Arden decides that he does make the call. They're going to see in a second that Arden's in first place with ace queen. McConney's ace queen suited. McConney's way behind with his ace 10. He got a little over aggressive right there. He's got 3 outs. And he hits it. He hits the out. Unbelievable. He had 3 cards, a 6% chance, almost 0, and he comes in. McConney doubles up right now. At least Arden is in second place. Now he's behind. McConney moves up, doubles up to 3,150 chips. Arden has 2,400, so he's in third. Joaquin's now in first with 5,900. Nikki actually dropped all the way down to fourth place with that loss a few hands ago to Joaquin. Did she lose to Joaquin? He had a 7-2 off. At least this announcer doesn't know what's happening. That's always something. Let's get on to the next hand. Let's see what goes on over here. We've got Arden, who calls his 7-5 off. Ellie's got a pair of 8s. She's going to raise it. You can see her grabbing for some chips right now. She goes to 300 probably. What do you think? 400? She makes it 375. McConney's got 375 to call. He does. Oh, no, McConney folds his king-queen. Kyle shoves all in with his pocket 6s. Arden folds. Ellie makes the call, and it's Ellie versus Kyle. Joaquin's got 9-5 off. He's got 1,000 to call if he wants to stay in. Of course, he doesn't. Kyle's all in with a pair of 6s. Ellie's all in with a pair of 8s. Let's go to the flop. Waited with bated breath as they count out the chips so we can see what's going on in the middle of the hand. Here we go. They flip their cards up. They see what they have. They realize Ellie's a 76% favorite to win the pot. Kyle with just 24, 4, 8, 7. A queen comes out there. He's got 3 outs. He's got the 4 5s and nothing. He totally missed. It's a whiff over there. Nice hand. Ellie's got this. She takes it down with this. She actually hit her 8. There's a set of 8s out there. She took the first place. She won 3,315 chips with that. She puts her in second place with 3,315 chips. Joaquin's still in first place. McConney coming up third. Nikki in fourth. Arden right behind her. And everybody else with almost nothing. So Ellie's stacking her chips up. Arden's already putting the blind out. It's 5,100 of the blinds, 50 small blind, 100 as the big blind. And the cards are being dealt right now. Okay, here we go. It's on Ellie. Ellie's at the 7-6 suited. She decides to raise it to $250. McConney's 250 to call. He does make it. Joaquin's got 250 to call. I think he's got a lot of chips. I bet he calls this. Let's see what he does. A 3-2 suited. He's looking again. He's not sure. He tosses him out. Kyle with a 6-3 is going to toss it. Nikki's at 6. King 4's out. Aria's also probably going to fold. She only has $330 in chips, so she might shove, but she doesn't. Matthias is gone. Arden, with his pair of eights, decides he's going to make the call. He's going to mine for a set. Ellie makes the 7-6 suited. She decides she's going to call. McConaughey's all in there, so for $250, not all in. McConaughey is in, is what I'm saying. And we are off to a flop. And one of them folded. I didn't see which one it was, but that's okay. We're still there. Okay, we got King, Jack, Jack. We got 2 hearts on the board, which doesn't really mean anything to anyone unless they want to bluff that they do have hearts at some point. Arden goes $400 with his pair of eights. He's actually in first place. Ellie is going to have to fold. She's got no shot. McConaughey's out of there, and Arden takes down an easy $2,300 pot. Not too shabby. Okay, Joaquin's still in first. Arden making up some ground over here. Arden only a few thousand behind the lead. There are 4 people in play right now. And let's see what's going on. We got McConaughey. It's on McConaughey right now. He's got a 9-3. We know what's going to happen right here. He's going to get rid of that. Yeah, of course he folds. Joaquin's got a queen 10. He's going to make the call for sure. Kyle, he folds his 9-3. Nikki out with an ace-2. Aria's got queen 5 suited, 250 to call, and she shoves all in for $330. Matthias is out. Ellie's going to probably make the call. It's king 10. It's offsuit, but it's not that much for her. She's already in for 100. Let's see. She's got a base. We call that a discounted play, right? She does make. She makes the call. It's on Joaquin, who, with his queen 10. I guess he makes the call. The dealer's counting the chips, making sure everything's right. We're not quite sure if they are, and we're just waiting to see what happens on the flop. This is pretty. We got some of the big dogs in the game in there. We got Ellie, Joaquin. They both have almost double the chips they started with, even a little bit more. Okay, by the way, it's up to Nikki to make the call. Nikki's got ace-2 off. Let's see if she does the $80 right here. And by the way, if she does make the call, she has a 41% chance to win. She has the highest percent chance of anyone. She's got the only one with an ace out there. Of course, she doesn't know that. It would be better if she did. She does make the call, of course. And we got an 8-4-3, 2 clubs out there. Nikki does have the ace of clubs. They all checked around, and ace came on the turn. Which gives and then of course the 6. Nikki takes it down. I think everybody else checks. Nikki's going to throw in a bet. She's a little $250 small bet over there. Ellie folds. Joaquin's got 250 to call, but he doesn't even have a pair. And Aria is now out of the game. Nikki takes her down. She takes the button. She takes another player out of the game. She's ruthless, that Nikki. She's got 3,000 chips. She actually moved up to third place. Joaquin's still in first. Arden in second. Nikki takes third place. Kyle's got less than one big blind at $55. If he makes it back, we will all be in massive shock, but we'll find out what happens in just a moment. As usual, they go through the routine between each hand. The player that wins collects all the chips. They have to reshuffle, get a new hand going. Everybody else got to stretch out. They take a breath. The cards are being dealt right now. They're going to see if Kyle's got a shot to stay alive in this tournament. McConaughey's got king, queen suited. Joaquin 6-4 suited. Kyle's got a king 6 suited. He's got to make a stand at some point. This might be it. Nikki's got ace jack suited. Aria with an ace king. I guess she got restacked in. So Aria's back in the game at 1,500. Mateus with a 9-8. It's on Nikki with her ace jack suited. It's 100 for her to call. Kyle, by the way, did make the call. Kyle is all in. Nikki's thinking about it. And all she could be thinking is, how much am I going to raise to, right? And she does. She bets, it looks like $350. Aria is $350 to make the call. She must have made the call, of course. Ellie's got a pair of 10s. This is a raise for Ellie. You could see her grabbing her chips. She's ready to throw chips in. If there's a way to throw chips in, she will. And she does not make the raise, but she does make the call. McConney also makes the call. Joaquin's 250 to call with 6-4 suited, and he tosses it away. Kyle's all in with king 6. He's laughing because he knows he has almost no shot. Kyle's got a 10% chance to win, which is in poker the same as 0. I mean, I guess it happens from time to time, but it feels like 0, right? The dealer's collecting all the chips, and we're going to see what goes on the flop. And the flop cam shows a 6-3-5. Joaquin would have nailed it. He'd have the straight flush draw with a 6-4 suited, but chose not to stay in it. So let's get back to the cameras. Let's see what's going on. Nikki calls for 400. Kyle's all in with top pair. Kyle, when I just told you had no chance to win, just smashed it. There's a queen of hearts on the turn, which gives Nikki the flush draw. So she's got 2 overs of flush draw with 38% chance. Ellie with her pair of 10s. Of course, is in the lead, and Ellie takes it down. It wasn't showing her hand in just a second. Ellie with a pair of 10s wins. Kyle loses, and Nikki decides she's out of the hand. That's $4,000 pot going right to Ellie. I do take questions if anyone's in the chat on the Twitch. I'm sure you guys know if we are live right now on twitch.tv/Hava free code poker. HAVA free FREE poker. And if you don't know how to spell poker, you're in the wrong site. Anyways, so here we go. Let's go back to the action. Oh, they're bringing the computer guy in. Something must be going on. Is there a glitch in the system? Is there a glitch in the matrix? Nobody knows. Here it comes. I see there's a few people following. Pop high, so I know you're there. Oh, it's a chip up. That's what's going on. They're going to chip up for the next few minutes. So it's going to take a second. We're going to come right back. We're going to take a small commercial break, and we'll be back in just a few moments. They're chipping up. What that means is, so they start out, and the blinds get bigger and bigger as time moves on. And as the blinds go up, it goes from 5-10. That means $5 small blind, $10 big blind. It goes to 10-25. And then 25-50, and then 50-100. Now they're going to be on 100-200. And once they get to the blinds being 100-200, they no longer need any of the $5 chips or the green chips. So they're chipping up right now. We're going to take a few minute break, and we'll be back in just a moment. For those of you still looking in, we'll be starting in about 5 minutes. I'll click on the stream right over there, and we'll be starting back up in about 5 minutes. On Eastern Standard Time right now, we have 9:37, so we got a 5-minute counter, which I'll start right now, and we will be back. Oh, look, I'm not. Here, let's do this. Let me just plug that iPad in. Plug the iPad in for a second. I was thinking of using the iPad to get information. You know, like look up the whatever. Here, you don't need to see over here. It'll be over here. Yeah. I'm gonna go pay. Okay, where's Kyle? Come here. Okay, well, it looks like the game is back on. They've got the cards shuffling out. We got about I think we told them about 2 minutes, but I think we're looking over here. I'm actually in the back room with Kyle. Kyle just got knocked out. He had that king six suited hand. He had less than one big blind. He didn't have much of a choice. He went all in and ran into pocket tens. Kyle, what did it feel like knowing that you have almost no chance to win at that point, or did you realize back when you had one big blind that it wasn't going to win anyways?
Yeah, I thought I had a chip in the chair moment. You know, I was gonna make a epic comeback, but unfortunately, it's not a dream. It's an unfortunate reality.
Reality set in, and the law of numbers caught up to you, right? Yep. Now I know that we've got Grandma listening in here, watching her, going, "You just didn't get the cards this game. Is that what you think it was, or was it your horrible play? Yeah. What do you?"
You know, I think it had to do with some bad play, and also sixes running into eights, and then my all in. The king six suited flop top pair, and of course I had no chance because Ellie had the tens. So
when you have a pair of sixes, they have a pair of tens. It's going to make it a little more difficult. So for those of you just tuning in right now, we're at the second half of the tournament. Everyone just chipped up. Oh, hold on. We got a call coming in from Mike, the computer guy. What's up? Yep, I'm watching. It's on Poker's. Is it on? I see it. I see them laughing. Nikki taking something over and then it's on my Twitch. It's fine. Uh, the Twitch, I could see it. The Twitch is fine. It's on my. Yep, we're good. Let's go. All right, here we go. The cards are getting dealt. We got actually Mitt in here. You guys that don't know him, he's going to be on the stream next time, I'm sure. Let's take a look at what's going on. The cards are dealt. We've got Nikki. It's on Nikki. Nikki's got, I can't even see where we're at. 7-6 off. She's thinking about it. You see her? She's reaching for her chips. She doesn't care. She's leaving caution to the wind, and she is throwing them in. Finally, Aria's got 9-7 off. Aria makes the fold. Matthias with the queen 6 suited. We got a bad camera here. We're going to pause for 1 second for my phone. All right, here we go. Back to the commentary. We got King Jack suited with Ellie, and it is 400 to make the call. You can see her mixing the chips while she's thinking. And Ellie on the button elects to. We're all waiting in bated breath as she makes this decision. She's literally taking the time. Let's hear what you have to say.
I just used it.
Ellie 400. Ellie called.
Ellie did make the call. Okay. McConaughey's got 300 to call, and McConaughey folds. And back to Matthias. Matthias has got the queen 6 suited. Let's see. It's 200 more. He already put 200 in. What do you think he does? And he makes the call. Let's see. Nobody caught anything. Ellie's high with King Jack, but Ellie doesn't actually know that. It's up to Arden here, and Arden's going to. Arden must have checked because he's not moving at all. What do you think? Yeah, but Matthias folds. I'm not quite sure what just happened there, but Arden catches a pair of 10s. Ellie's got 2 overcards, 9% chance. Arden's going to have to decide, does he believe her for 200 chips? Let's see what goes. Okay, back to the action. I'm not quite sure what's going on. Arden is ahead. He makes a $1,300 bet. Ellie folds. Joaquin in first place. Arden catching up $400 behind. We got Ellie in third place with 4,000 chips, followed by Nikki and McConaughey at 3,200. And Aria and Matthias are almost dead last at 1,700 and 1,200 apiece. It's on Aria. She's got ace 4 suited. It's 200 for her to call. She makes the call. Matthias has got jack 4 suited. He decides to fold. Arden's got nothing. He folds. Ellie's got a pair of 8s. And she makes the call. McConaughey's got king 5. I changed that. Ellie raised to 600. McConaughey folds. And it's up to Aria. Aria's in last place. Let's see if she decides this is where she's going to make her move with the ace 4 suited. It's 400 more to call, and she makes the call. She's only got, 6 outs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And oh, yeah, one of the 10s were folded. That takes her out of the running. Aria's got the 3 overcards, plus she could win with the 10. And the 10s that's it. Oh, she bet. Ellie folds. She takes down a $2,600 pot. She moves into 5th place. Not too shabby.
VPIP. Ellie's playing at 60%.
Oh, yeah, I should.
It's in last place VPIP at 21%.
If I was watching, I would have commented on that. But we didn't. And I'm by myself. What do you want me to tell you? Here we go, people. They're shuffling. This is where you make the color commentary. This is where we talk about the VPIP.
Yep.
So Mitch can explain what VPIP is. After this hand, we're going to come back to Mitt with the VPIP information for us. Let's see. We started out. It's on Matthias. He's got queen 8 suited. It's 200 to make the call. Matthias decides he's going to throw his chips in. Arden's got 9-2. He's out. Ellie's got king 10. She makes the call. McConaughey's going to dump it. Joaquin's never folded a day in his life. He's got king 5 suited. He makes the call. Nikki says queen 7. That's my hand. She calls as well. Aria's got 7-3, and she elects to fold. Please tell me she elects to fold. She's thinking about it. Come on, Aria. You cannot stay in this hand. Aria decides to make the call. That would do. That would make sense then. So she was a big blind. She didn't have to make the call. Let's see. Nikki with her queen 7 thinks Nikki's got second pair. She decides to throw $200 in the chip, into the pot. Aria folds. Ellie with the king 10 decides she's going to go for the gutter, and she makes the call. Joaquin hits 2 pair. Joaquin hits 2 pair. He had the king 5. He decided this is my hand, and he freaking makes it. He takes the option. He bet 600. Nikki makes the call with the 3rd pair, and Ellie makes the call with the gut shot and a pair. Let's go to the river. The river's the jack. Ellie hits the gut shot. Ellie hits the gut shot. It's a 1-liner to a 10. Anyone could see that, but it's not a sneaky straight. But Ellie takes first place right over here, and she's got the nuts. There's absolutely no hand anyone could even have that beats her. Nikki goes all in for 2,000. Her boyfriend's next to me, sitting in disbelief. I see his face when he sees her make the move where she has no shot. Joaquin decides he's going to make the call. He doesn't believe her. Ellie takes down an $8,200 pot. She comes in first place.
Ellie's been running hot all night.
Okay, so we've got this thing called a VPIP. We're going to talk about that for just a second. Mitt, what's a VPIP?
VPIP stands for voluntarily put in pot, which means anytime you decide that your cards are good enough and you want to put money in, matching the big blind or raising, or you're from the small blind and you make a call for the big blind, that means you're matching, you're VPIPing. And however many times that you VPIP, overall, that's your percentage of VPIP. And typically you want to have around like 25, 30%. But we know some nits here like Kyle who only play like 10%. So watch out for that.
That would explain probably why he's on the rail here sitting watching with us, I would assume. It's on to Ellie. Ellie's got 9-6 suited. It's 200 for 9-6 off. She decides to fold. McConney folds his 10-6. Joaquin also folds. Joaquin folds. They were suited, and Joaquin folds. Unbelievable. Aria's got Jack 10, 100 to call, and she does make it. Let's see, go on to the flop. What do you think the flop is? Ooh, Jack 8, King Jack, rainbow board. Aria with middle pair, and I don't know who else is in the hand. So Matthias is in the hand with, gotcha, with the 4-2. That makes sense. Matthias has nothing. What was he doing in the hand with a 4-2 off? He decided this is where I'm going to make my move, my 4-2 off. Who knows? Ellie's in first place with 8,000 chips. Arden's in second place, all the way down to Matthias with his last 5 big blinds at $1,000. All right, you can see them all. You can see the nerve racking in each of their face on this big, massive tournament that we have here. Matthias he can't even hold his chips in his hands. He's flipping them across the table. The cards are out. It's dealt. They're looking at them right now. Here it goes. It is on Ellie right now. Ellie looks at her cards with the pair of 3s. She decides I'm making the call. Looks like she raised it to 600. That was a purple chip right over there. McConney folds. Joaquin folds. Aria out. Matthias out. Arden says, I'm calling this. I'm going to see what we could do. People are texting me. Let's see what we got.
Arden flops trips.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Missed it. Arden flops trip 10s. Ellie with pair of 3s. Ellie probably thinks he missed the flop because she's going to go for it. It's 1,200 to call. And she's thinking. You can see her thinking about this. And she's thinking, 1,200. What should I do? Maybe I should bluff him. No, Arden can't bluff. What are you kidding me? Arden bluffing? No way. Ellie throws her cards out. Arden takes down a $3,700 pot. Unbelievable. All right, we're pretty sure what's going on over here. We got a computer playing for seat number 9, so that's always something. Not really. All right, Ellie's in first with 7,000 chips. Let's see how it goes out. While they get these chips out to everybody, we've got it's 100, 200. That's the blind structure at the moment. That means the $100 in the small blind, which is Arden. Ellie has to put $200 in without even looking at her cards. The cards are being dealt right now, and we're going to see what happens. Right now, it's on McConney, who has. Let's see what McConney's got. Queen 7, he folds. Please tell me he folds. He folds. Joaquin folds. Nikki, $200 to call with a Jack 7 folds. Aria's got it. Folds an ace. Not typical of Aria. Matthias says King 5. Let's go for it. Arden folds. Ellie folds. Matthias takes down a $1,200 pot without even having to see a flop. Still in last place with 1,200 chips. I got Dan just joining us in on the Twitch. So, hey, Dan, good to hear from you. Good to see you over here. I'm not sure he's listening. Who knows what's going on? I don't know if anyone's listening besides the two guys behind me, and the sound guy. Oh, we have a sound guy. That's what we do here at Hava. We're those guys, exactly. It's being dealt out. Let's see what's going on. We got Joaquin.
Has ducks.
Joaquin. We don't really know what Joaquin has because either it's not sharing or he's not sharing. Here we go. King 6. Joaquin says $200. What the hell? McConnell's got a pair of deuces. Let's see what he does. He did something. We just can't catch up to it just yet. Well, we've got a glitch in the matrix right now. It's on Joaquin, who, according to my information, but I'm not quite sure that's accurate. So let's go. Nikki folded. Aria calls 600. Mateus 600. Of course, he's out. Arden, he folded. Ellie's folded. Bakani to 200 to call. He's going for the set. You can tell he's going to call. And he does. Ace, Queen, 4. Everybody missed. Aria still got the pair of nines in first place. Joaquin takes a check. Aria says, I don't give a shit if you guys have cards or not. I'm betting. And she goes all in. Actually, or she goes more than Joaquin has. She takes down the pot. It was a nice $3,900 pot. It puts her in third place still, but not too shabby. Those are the 3 flop places. I actually looked wrong, but who cares? Yeah, Ellie's in first place, and she's really making the bets. That's why she's doing 28% of the time. She does a raise pre-flop. The blinds just moved up to 200, 400. It's on Nikki right now. 200 of her to call. She just saw her cards, and Nikki's got the Jack 4 offsuit. And she decides to fold. Ari with the 9-6 also drops her cards. Matthias, Queen 5 suited. Nope. Arden's got an ace. Arden goes, I got an ace. I could play. Ellie 7-2. Of course, Ellie's going to call. Ellie's never folded a 7-2 in her life. And she does. McConney Jack 7 suited. He's already halfway in there. He completes. Joaquin checks with Queen 2 on the big blind, and we off to a flop. Ace 7-3. There are no aces out there. McConney is in first place. Arden. Oh, there's an ace. Arden has an ace. Arden bets 400. Ellie calls with the 7-2. Sure, she's got middle pair. McConney calls 7-4. Well, it's on McConney. Let's see what he does. He's thinking. He says, forget this. I got second pair of 2 people calling already. Joaquin's out. It's Arden versus Ellie. Queen comes out there. Let's see if Ellie takes a stab at some point. Arden decides he's going to bet. I think it's 800 chips. Let's see what it comes out to. 800. Ellie's got 800 to call. She's either going to make a move or dump her cards. She dumps her cards. Arden takes 3,200 more chips. Man, is this exciting. Go ahead, Arden. Arden in first place, 7,800 chips, takes the first place lead. Okay, here we go. They're starting to shuffle up again. That's pretty cool. Arden was coming pretty much in the middle of the pack the entire, just wins one hand at a higher blinds, and boom, first place. Unbelievable. We're shocked. Well, the cards are dealt. Let's go on here. It's up to Aria. Aria takes her, they look up. Aria comes out with 9-7 offsuit, and she elects to fold. Matthias, ace king off. He's got 1,200 chips. It's 400 to call, and he shoves all in. That's not surprising. Arden folds. Ellie folds. McConney folds. Joaquin normally would say fold, but you never know with Joaquin. No, he says, who cares? I'm in. What the heck? He's all in. Nikki's out. Jack 3 versus ace king. Who's favored in Jack 3 versus ace king? Of course, the ace king's a humongous favorite. It's almost 2-1. They flip him over. They see the results. Joaquin laughs because he has no shot. Of course, he nails it. He nails trip jacks. He nails trip jacks. He takes it down. Joaquin's never lost a hand in his life, and he's never had a pair. So here we go. Joaquin's just moved up into 5th place with 2,000 chips. Matthias is his last 400. Lucky Joaquin had less than him. You never know what happens in the crazy Hava poker. This is the time you put filler stuff in, you know. Tell them a little bit about Joaquin's background. Nobody knows. We don't even know he showed up in the parking lot one day.
Calling with Jack 3, though.
Jack 4, you should take poker lessons. Jack 4 is always an all-in call. I'm pretty sure. I think it's like a 90% success rate with that. It's up to Ellie. Let's go on. Ellie's got King Jack suited, 800 to make the call. She goes ahead and does it. McConney folds. Joaquin, 800 to call, and he has $1,200 in calls for 800 of it. Actually, at 2,000. So he's got 1,200 left. Let's see what goes on with the flop. We turn to the flop. We got pair of tens, pair of fours, and King Jack suited. The flop comes out, and it is pair of aces, ace of hearts, three of hearts, ace of diamonds. Ellie's got a shot at a backdoor flush. Other than that, they've got to catch a set to win. Arden's in first place. He bets. He doesn't even know it, but he bets 1,000. He goes, I don't care. I got more chips than everyone. Joaquin's 1,000 to call. He says, sure, I got barely a pair. And they're going to flip their cards up. They're going to find out the bad news that there's no chance Joaquin's going to win. He's got 2 outs, and the river is not that. Arden takes down another pot, another 5,400 for Arden. That man is going to take the lead. He's going to stay in the lead, increases his chip. He's got twice as much as the next person. He's got basically half the pot. 47% of all chips in play are in Arden's stack right now. Well, they're going to shuffle up, and let's see what goes on with the next hand. You know, Arden's exciting. I don't think we don't have any prizes for today because apparently we're not allowed, but they might get a cookie. Well, we'll see how that goes. All right, here we go. The cards are out. Let's go on with the next hand. Is up to Arden, who's in the lead. Arden's got 9-3. He's got off. He's 400 to call. He folds. Ellie's got ace-king suited. This is the best hand Ellie's had all day. Let's see what she does right here. She grabs her chip and makes it 1,600. McConney's got ace-7 suited. He says, I'm all in. Nikki, I assume, folds. Aria's going to fold. Matthias is going to... Matthias? He's all in for 5,400. No, for 400. That's a dollar sign. Nice job, me. And a lot of them are in for some serious bad news. They all flip their cards up. They see what each other has. Ellie's got a 50% chance just to take this pot down. The flop's going to come out. We're going to find out in just a second who wins. Here it goes. Queen, 6, 8. So far, nobody. Another queen. There is no hearts out there. A 5. Ellie takes it down. Nobody has a pair. Ellie wins 7,900 chips and is getting closer to Arden. She's still in second place, 7,900. There's only 4 players left. The tension's mounting. What do you think, guys? Tension's mounting?
Yeah, it's getting good, getting real.
It is getting real in here. You could feel it. You could feel it in the air. You could barely breathe with how thick the air is with the tension mounting in this place. Whew. Arden's got so much. He's checking Instagram. That's how excited he is. Hold on, Mom. I will be home in a few minutes. Okay, here we go. The cards are out. Let's see what goes on. 9-5 off for Arden. Ellie's got king 7. She folds. Arden decides. Arden is out, and Aria folds. Arden, I don't know what's going on here. It keeps changing on me. I think Arden takes the pot. Everyone folded Arden. There we go. Arden's most aggressive, 44%. That's pretty surprising. Usually it's Ellie. I think Ellie, if you looked at most aggressive in the right spot, Ellie would be crushing it right now. But let's find out what's going on right now. They're shuffling the cards. Who is that in the gray sweatshirt? Aria's spinning her phone. It's her new thing. Oh, is that a vape? Okay, it's like that's a pretty nifty way to spin a phone. Nikki got 6-2 suited. She folds. It's up to Aria. Jack 4 off. Joaquin won with that hand, but Aria decides not to play it. 9-5 off for Arden to call. He completes. Ellie checks as a big blind with 6-3. Both of them pick up a pair. Arden's got a pair of 9s. Ellie's got a pair of 5. Arden bets. Ellie folds. Arden takes down a nice little pot. Arden still in first place. Ellie second. Ari in third with 3,300. Nikki last place, 1,400 chips. Arden's got like 8 times that. So let's see what goes on over here. They get them to the next hand. That's Aria right there and pictured on the left-hand side. Aria's flipping her vape. That's a tell if I've ever seen one. You could tell she's bored out of her mind. No, I'm just kidding. Here we go. Nikki, let's see what's going on right over here. Aria's got ace-9 suited. It's up to her. She's going to make the call. She's at least going to call. She's looking for raising chips. It looks like 1,600. Let's see what she puts in the pot. Yep, 1500. She raised to 1500. Arden folds. Ellie's got king jack off. Ellie decides she likes the king jack off and makes the call. We're off to a flop. Ace 9 suited versus king jack off. Jacking off. That's her. Oh, and she catches the jack. Ari has no clue, but Ellie catches the jack. Let's see what goes on. It's up to Ellie flips her cards up. Aria went all in. Ellie made the call. It's $7,000 in the pot. An 8 comes out. An 8 comes out. She has no choice. She was actually drawing pretty slim. Ellie takes out Aria, comes up. She's 400 chips below the lead. Arden, 11,600. Ellie, 11,200. Nikki still in with one big blind left. What are you laughing at? She's got 1,000 chips. Let's see if Nikki can come back, if she has any chance in hell here. Yes, she does. It's called a snowball chance in hell. That's the kind of chance she's got. But the cards are dealt right now. Arden's looking at her hand. Ellie's looking at her hand. Arden's got a 9-7 off. It's up to Ellie with 8-6 suited. Let's see what she decides to do. Ellie's on the button and under the gun. They're waking Nikki up because it's her turn to call. Nikki folds. Arden, 9-7. She's like, do I want to risk my chips on this? And he checks. So Ellie completed the call. Let's see what goes on over here. We got $1,000 in the pot. 9-7 versus 8-6. Arden picks top pair, but Ellie gets the trips. Arden bets. Ellie's going, how do I get the most money out of Arden? And raises. No, she makes the call. She only makes the call. A 10 comes out, which is interesting. Gives Arden a straight draw, Ellie a gut shot, but Ellie's still ahead right now. An 88% chance for Ellie. Arden still bets 800. Ellie makes the call. The 7. Ellie catches the straight, but Arden gets the second pair, which is irrelevant because he had 2 pair 9s and 8s. But still, Arden goes ahead. He goes, I got this. Ellie goes. Ellie decides she's going to raise. She makes the call to 1,200. She was afraid Arden might have the jack. He didn't. They show their cards, and Ellie takes down the pot. $5,800 pot that puts her in first place. 14,200. Arden in second with 8,800. And Nikki with 800 chips left. 800 little tiny chips. But you know what they say? A chip and a chair is all you really need, right? A chip and a chair. She also needs some cards. She's on the button, which is the perfect time. There's 3 minutes left in the round, so it's 400, 800 of the blinds right now. So it's going pretty fast. She's got one big blind left in the game, but she pulls king 4. I bet she pulls the trigger on this. What do you guys think? Arden's got a king 10, Ellie with ace 7, Nikki with a suited king. It's up to her right now, and she's like, this is my best chance. She throws it in. Arden with the king 10 decides he's going to make the call, and Ellie probably does as well. So we're going to move our way over to the flop right now, and 8-6-4. Oh, Nikki catches it. Nikki catches it. Nikki's in first place. Nikki, a 9. Oh my God, they both check. Here it goes on the river. A 2. Nikki doubles up. 2,000, triples up. 2,400 chips for Nikki. She shows her card. She takes down the pot. Nikki. They say a chip in a chair. She's got a couple chips in a chair now. She doubles up twice, and she's in second place. So okay, Nikki can't believe her luck. She's rolling in amazement as we speak right now. All right, the cards are dealt. Let's see what happens this hand. Everyone's got their cards. Ellie's looking at hers. It's up to Arden. Arden's got jack 2. He folds. Nikki with a king 8. She folds. And Ellie takes down the pot. Did Ellie take down the pot? Nikki take? Yeah, Nikki was a big blind. Ellie folded, so she goes right to Nikki. Nikki's moving her way up. She went from 0 chance in hell to little chance in hell. Little is better than 0.
It is.
Cards are out. Next hand. Here we go. Arden with a 3-2. I wonder what he's. All right, so let's go to Ellie. Ellie's got a queen 4. She folds. Arden's got a 3-2. He folds. And then Nikki with a king folds. She folds to Arden 3-2. Show your cards, Arden, so they can make fun of you. Can make fun of everybody. King 2 might be a bet there. What do you think, Mitt? King 2 and 3 people. You got a king. 3 big blinds and 3. She's got 3 big blinds, 3 people. She might have shoved right there. She would have got actually made. She would have made a little bit of it if she just shoved her chips in. Let's go back. So, anyways, Arden's a small blind. I don't know what's going on here. Huh. Yeah. All right, let's get back to the chip count. Ellie's got 13,000. Arden second place with 8,000. Nikki dropped down to 1,600. And the cards are getting dealt as we speak. Is what I sound like when I'm stalling while they're shuffling, is actually what's going on over here. And they're really making sure the cards are shuffled this time. Like, really, really. All right, the cards are out. Here we go. They all got their first card. They got their second card. Nikki's got a 7-3. Ellie's got a king-9 off. Arden with queen-jack suited. It is up to Arden right now. He's going to make the bet. He's looking at his chips and he raises a 1,600. Ellie calls with the king-9 suited. Nikki gets out of the way. Maybe Arden goes all in at some point, and Nikki comes in second place. Let's see what goes on. We got the flop right over here. Oh, we got nobody caught anything on the flop. Arden's got a bunch of backdoor options. Ellie's got a few. The 9 came in, so Ellie's in first place, but Arden's got 2 overs, and he's got 13 outs. So Ellie makes the call. Bet over here. She bets 800. Arden's going to call. Let's see what happens on the river. The king. Arden takes the lead. Arden caught his straight. Ellie thinks she has 2 pair. Ellie's going to make the bet right over here. Let's see what goes on. This is kind of exciting. Ellie says, hey, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bet. That's a pretty good size bet. I bet it's 2,000. 2,400. Arden shoves. She calls. She sees the bad news. Arden takes out Ellie. There's only 2 people left. Arden with 16,000, with 800 chips. And Nikki with 1,600 chips. Literally, Arden's got an extra 0 on the end of his chips. We've got about 2 more hands left, but Nikki's really only got to double up 3 times. 3 double ups, and she's in the lead. 3 in a row. Of course, that's the good side. The downside is she hasn't won a hand yet, so that's not. We'll see what goes on. She's only 2 people left, so that makes it kind of an interesting dynamic over here. What? Oh, Ellie was ahead. I thought Arden was in the lead. I need another screen that tells me what the heck is going on over here. So let's get back to this. Arden's at 16-8. Ellie does have chips. Ellie was a chip leader with 5,400, and Nikki's got 2 big blinds left at 5,000, at 1,600 chips. It's 400, 800 of the blinds. It's on Ellie right now. Ellie's on the button and under the gun at the same time. She looks at her cards. She tosses them. They're 7-5 off. Arden's got a queen, and they both give Nikki. Oh, Nikki folds in. Arden with queen 4 takes the pot. Arden extends his lead over Ellie, and of course they both are ahead of Nikki at the moment. Now Nikki's only got 1 big blind left. That means she's right around 800 chips, and Ellie's only got 5 big blinds. So that's not a whole lot to play with. They have to make a move, and it's going to have to make a move soon. It's Nikki's turn. She looks down at 8-7 suited. That's as good as any to take a shot with, I would. Arden has got 400. She's got queen 4. Ellie's got queen 10. Arden makes the call. It's up to Ellie if she wants to raise with her queen 10 offsuit. She chooses not to. Oh, let me change that. Arden raised 800, and I don't know what's going on. All right, here we go. The flop's 2 9s and an ace. Arden, they went all in. No, they didn't. I am misunderstanding how this program works. Ellie catches the straight, though, so this is pretty interesting. Ellie's going to make the bet. Arden's going to fold anyways, but let's see what she does. How much is Ellie? Ellie shoves. Ellie goes all in for 6,200 chips with the straight. Arden has king high, so we're back into it. Ellie takes the lead at this point. Oh, that's right. The VPIP. That's what Mitt was talking about. That's voluntary put in pot. 58% of the hands, Ellie is taking money she does not have to play and putting them in the pot. That's almost, 3 out of 5? Right? Here we go. Math. All right, it's up to Arden. They're about to start the next hand. Arden's got ace 8. Ellie makes the bet. Arden calls. So it's 800. Nikki has the option with her 8-4, and she decides to check. So all 3 players are in the hand at the moment, I think. Did Ellie fold? Except for Ellie. All right, the flop came out. Nikki's got a gut shot to a 9 and hits it. Nikki hits the gut shot. Arden also hits the gut shot. So they're going to have a bunch of money in the pot, and a bunch of nothing's going to happen unless one of them decides it gets scared, but that's not happening. She goes all in. Arden also calls. They both have an 8, and they split the pot. That's $1,400 apiece. So Nikki's back to $1,400 in. Arden's way ahead at 16,600 chips. Arden way in first place, 20 big blinds. Ellie's got 7 big blinds at 5,800. And Nikki on her last big blind with 1,400 chips. Let's see. It's I think Ellie is under the gun at the moment, or Ellie's the first to go. Arden small blind, Nikki's big blind. So it's 400, 800 as we speak. It's up to Ellie with 800 chips. She's going to take a look at her cards in just a moment and make the decision. All right, Arden's got his big blind, small blind out there. Nikki's got her big blind out there. We've all got cards out there. Ellie looks at her cards. She sees the ace-5 off and decides she's going all in. Arden tosses his ace-8. If he knew what she had, he would have called. She would have been out of the game. Possibly. You know, who knows? I'm pretty sure that's a call there, but let's see what happens. Anyways, it's back on to Nikki. They're on the next round. It's going to be Ellie's small blind, Arden's big blind. It's 400, 800. It's up to Nikki. They're dealing the cards right now, and they're shuffled out. Nikki looks at her first card. She looks at her second card, 10-6 off. She throws them away. Ellie with a king 5 wins the pot. Arden, we didn't see what he had, but it doesn't matter because he folded, and they're on to the next hand. Ellie takes down a nice little $1,200 pot. Now, Nikki's got less than 1 big blind. She's got 200 chips left. She is all in on this hand no matter what. Let's see if Arden and Ellie decide to kind of team up against her and take her out, or if they're going to see if they could raise each other out of the pot. Ellie's got queen jack. She's probably going to bet. It's up to her. It's up to Arden at the moment. Arden's got ace-2 off, and Arden bets. Ellie goes all in. Arden folds. Queen jack off. Ellie takes down another nice pot of all the blinds. So she's at 9,000. Arden's still in first with 14-6. Nikki last place with a couple pennies to her name. That's 200 chips. She's got really the minimum you could even have at this point. Let's see what goes on. They say a chip in a chair. She's got 2 chips. So, you know, that's even better. That's definitely better than a chip in a chair, I think. All right, let's go. It's up to Ellie right now. Ellie's got king 4. Arden's got ace queen. Nikki goes all in with ace-7. Arden, of course, is going to call with his ace-queen. We're off to a flop. Let's go to the flop cam at this point. Let's see what goes on. Okay, the flop cam's not on. It doesn't matter. No 7 comes. Arden takes control. Arden wins the hand. Nikki out of the game, but in third place. A nice stand for Nikki. Guys, one more time. That's Nikki. She's a Hava tender up in Jensen Beach. She loves fire spinning, and now she likes sitting on the rail. Ellie's raised 20% of the times pre-flop. Arden 25%. There's only 2 of them left. We're going to see a lot more raising than we have in the past. But they're dealing the cards right now, and let's see if we could take a better camera view of Arden and Ellie, because we don't need anything other than that. Did he move? Why would he move out of the camera? Okay, well, Ellie's got queens, and Arden's got a 4-3. Ellie takes the option. Of course, Ellie goes all in. Arden folds his 4-3, and it's back to, and she wins a $9,000 pot, but she really only makes 800 chips. Arden's still in first place with 14,000 chips. There's only 2 of them left. So the plot's thickening. The plot is thickening. Okay, we got Arden over here. So he can stay. Arden over there. We got 2 players left. Let's see what's going on over here. Arden has a pair of 9s. Ellie goes all in. Arden makes the call. Here we go. The final flop. If Arden could dodge an ace, he could take down this tournament. The flop is out. 5, 8, 9. Ellie catches a 5. There's a diamonds. There's 3 diamonds. She gets any diamond, an ace, or a 5. She wins. She gets the 9. Arden takes down with quads, and Arden wins the tournament. Arden, the tournament winner. Unbelievable fashion. The crowd is going wild here. Woo, woo, woo. That was unbelievable, guys. Thank you very much. Hava, free poker tournament every Friday night, every Sunday night, or whatever day it is. We'll probably run another one in just a few minutes, but who knows. Thank you for listening. We'll be right back. Hava, live, free poker. Good day.